Hi everyone, welcome to today's session. So let us start our session now. Okay, so we'll start. Sit in a comfortable position. Put your hands in a comfortable position. Gently close your eyes. We're going to do some breathing exercises. Remember, when you breathe in all the good and all the fresh air. You can even feel, imagine peace and relaxation energy coming in through your body, nourishing all the cells in the body. And when you breathe out, whatever tension and tightness, whatever feelings of stress or tiredness, whatever negative emotion, negative energy in the body and the mind, you're gonna let it all go together with the out-breath. Okay, so let's try. Gently take a deep breath in. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the second time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the third time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the last time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. Relaxation of the body, if there is any more tension and tightness. Any more feelings of using or exerting strength in the body. Gently let it go and let the body abide in a state of relaxation and inaction. Relaxation of the mind. Let us be aware of the state of mind at every present moment. If there is any wanting, any craving, any expectations in the mind. Gently let it go and let the mind abide in a state of non-wanting, non-craving, and non-expectations. Relaxation of the mind. Then let the mind abide in action. So for the mind, not doing or thinking about anything in particular. Not having the need for the mind to do or to think about anything in particular anymore. Let this 20 minutes be a time for the mind to have a rest from all that wanting and doing. Then let the mind be aware of whatever that manifests to your awareness regarding the body and the mind, moment to moment. Moment to moment. Without indulging or rejecting any stories, emotions, images, issues that may arise in the mind. Just simply with total acceptance and awareness, being aware of whatever that manifests to your awareness regarding the body and the mind, moment to moment, moment to moment. Then with this relaxed mind and body, today let us continue to develop our reflection on compassion. And so for a start, let us recollect the suffering beings, Then with a sincere wish for the suffering beings to be free from suffering, let us gently, sincerely, with a tender loving heart, let us wish the suffering beings free from suffering and causes of suffering. 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 Then let us recollect about ourselves, whatever suffering that we may have in the present, or if not, then we can think about the potency of suffering for ourselves. Then with a sincere wish for us to be free from suffering, let us gently, sincerely, with a tender loving heart, let us wish ourselves free from suffering and causes of suffering. 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 Then let us today try to send compassion with directions. Okay, so let the beings, all the beings in your front direction, whoever, whatever that manifests to you, we just take them as representatives and we just send compassion to them and also to those that do not appear in our awareness. Okay? And then remember, don't use your strength to spread or send out the compassion. Just whatever being that appears in your awareness. And then to them and those who do not appear, and we wish them to be free from suffering. Okay, so let's try. Let the beings in the front direction free from suffering and causes of suffering. 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 Then let us try think about the beings on your right direction. Whoever, whatever that appears in the mind, and then whether they appear or doesn't appear, let us wish all beings in the right direction, free from suffering and causes of suffering. 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 Then let us think of or recollect the beings on our back direction. Whoever, whatever that manifests to our mind, and then to those, whether they appear or doesn't appear, let all the beings in the back direction, free from suffering and causes of suffering. 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 Now let us think of the beings on our left direction. To those, whoever, whatever that manifests to your awareness, and to those who appear or never appear in our mind. Let us wish all beings on our left direction free from suffering and causes of suffering. 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 Now let us think of all beings in all directions, north, south, east, west, or the front, right, back, left, up and down, in all directions, abundance, limitless, measureless. All the beings in all directions, including ourselves, free from suffering and causes of suffering. 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 Okay, now gently take a deep breath in. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the second time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. Gently be aware of the feelings of your body. Gently be aware of the feelings of your buttocks touching the cushion. then doesn't matter whether the experience was good or no good. Let the mind come back to the present moment. Then just like waking up from a deep sleep, gently open your eyes. Okay, so today we have tried to wish compassion, send our compassionate blessings to beings of the different directions. Okay. Now this one is in the contemplation level. We can do like that. In the meditation level also we can, but it will be more systematic. Okay. So just like what the Buddha always says in the suttas, in the discourses, the Buddha always says, "Come, bhikkhus, abide pervading one quarter with a mind imbued with loving kindness. Likewise the second, likewise the third, likewise the fourth. So above, below, around, and everywhere. As to all, as to yourself, abide pervading the all-encompassing world with a mind imbued with loving kindness, abundant, exalted, immeasurable, without hostility and without ill will." And then Buddha will say, "Abide pervading one quarter with a mind imbued with compassion." And then after that, followed by sympathetic joy, and then after that, equanimity. Okay? So, for compassion is also the same. We abide pervading one quarter with a mind imbued with compassion. Likewise the second, the third, the fourth, above, below, around, and everywhere. And as to all, as to yourself. Abide pervading the all-encompassing world with a mind imbued with compassion, abundant, exalted, immeasurable, without hostility and without ill will. So what we have done just now is actually trying to live out the teachings of the Buddha. This teaching that the Buddha says in the suttas. Okay? Very wonderful. Just imagine your teacher telling you to abide, encompassing the world, sending compassion to all beings. Very wonderful. Okay, so and then for the technical part, when we think about the beings in the front, so whoever, whatever being that appears in your mind, okay, then with them and also those that do not appear, then we wish them to be free from compassion and wish them to be free from suffering and free from causes of suffering. Okay. So what about the right side, back side, and left side? Do our minds stay on the right? Actually, it's like this. When we think about, the beings on the right, naturally your mind will, you'll work in a way that, who is on the right? We have these people, these beings, like that. But when they will appear in the mind, isn't that so? So the mind is a very versatile thing. So you can think on the right, then your mind will notice the right already. But when they notice the right, the images that appear will somehow still be around in the front, right? It will just appear in your awareness. Okay, so no need to be too stringent about the direction. Just say that. Just follow the guidance and tell yourself, beings on the right. It's just like who is in your office now? Who is in your house now? Naturally, they appear in the mind, right? Yeah, that's how it is. Okay, So they just appear in the mind. So when they appear in the mind, then we just send to them all beings in all directions, like that. Okay, and remember not to use the spreading way of sending. That spreading means it's like a wave, like towards the front. Then you imagine that if you're imagining that there's a wave of compassion and light, blessing all in front and all at the right, like a wave spreading out like that. Don't do that. If you do that for a long time, you'll feel uncomfortable. Okay, just whoever that appears in the mind, and those that do not appear in the mind, with our compassionate heart, then we wish them to be free from suffering and causes of suffering. That's all. Okay? Yeah. So don't use strength. Don't use effort to spread. It's like a mentally. You do it mentally like that one. Don't do that. Just whoever that appears in the mind, wish them to be free from suffering and causes of suffering. That will be enough. And then likewise for the back, for the left, and all around, above, below, all around, everywhere. Then you feel that sometimes then you can let go of the limit of the directions, and everywhere. That means all-encompassing world. So it takes time and practice to experience this, right? So if you do not experience it yet, don't worry about it. Just continue to practice, develop, and I'm sure you will have your taste of the encompassing compassion, right? All right, so that's all for today's session. Wish all of you well, peaceful and happy, full of compassion, and let us share merits, right? Okay, repeat after me. Theravada chamehi Sampadang punya sampadang Sabbe deva Sabbe Buddha Sabbe sattva Anumodantu Sabba sampati siddhya. I share my merits with all devas, all beings, all creatures. May they rejoice in our merits. May they be happy. Idame nyatinam hotu Sukhita hontu nyadayo. I share my merits with all departed relatives. May they rejoice in our merits. May they be happy. Idame punyang asavakaya vahang hotu. Idame punyang nibbanasa paccaya hotu. By the power of this merit, may it be supportive condition for our purification, for my purification of the mind, till no more defilements. By the power of this merit, may it be supportive condition for my attainment of Nibbana. Mama punya bhagang sabba satanam bhajemi te sabbe me samang punya bhagang labandhu. I share my merits with all beings. May they rejoice in the merits. May they be happy. Sadhu, sadhu, Sadhu. Alright, that's all for today's session. Wish all of you well, peaceful, happy, healthy, and full of compassion. And see you guys in the next session. Okay? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.